Ni hao, Walter CJ, and welcome back to another episode of Happy News, etc. Learning Mandarin. We're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday with a teacher talk. Thanks for being here.
Hello everyone, I'm Yan.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome back to our teacher talk. This teacher talk is all about having fun, specifically how to find fun places to go in China. And I'm not talking about the Great Wall or the Bund, like something that everybody knows.
Yeah, we're talking about, what's going on in your neighborhood this weekend. I know for the first year or two I was in China, this was quite a mystery to me. Specifically, I remember on my campus, I would see these posters that say movies playing for 15 RMB, and I'd go, oh, wow, that's a great deal. And I'd go closer and find out that the movie is over. It seemed like they were just putting up the posters like a few hours before they would be shown. And so I was just left feeling like, how do I ever find out stuff that's going on before it happens?
There's so much going on all the time, but if you don't know where to look or who to ask, it's easy to miss out all the cool things. So, Chris, as a foreigner living in China over 10 years, what are some great tips that you could give us?
Well, things have changed through the years, but I'd say the number one thing to do is to go to online platforms. And I think right now, the biggest one that everyone is using is Xiaohongshu, Red Book, maybe is the English name.
It's Red Note. Yeah, Red Note.
Red Note.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard some conflicting information. I've heard some people just call it Red.
Red Note is the official name. Like when it went viral, everybody is, Red Note this, Red Note that.
Okay. Red Note. And you can find everything on this, live streams, people taking videos of their experience in cafes, little short videos about weekend farmers markets and cool looking bookstores that have funny staircases that go up in a spiral, anything you can think of.
And I think on Xiaohongshu is not just about scrolling for ideas. You could also find and join some interest-based group through Xiaohongshu. Things like hiking groups, art club, even some pottery workshops, like everything. So once you're in a group and you can start making friends and you will find your community, you will find a lot of regular events with the same crowd.
Yeah, and I remember, ever since I've been a dad, looking for stuff for my kid, and my kid really loves dinosaurs, and so I just search, dinosaur Beijing, 恐龙 Beijing, and it's incredible. Look, you can see dinosaurs here, you can see them here, you can see them here, and I'll go, okay, we can just work down that list. That's my next month right there.
Square dancing in public squares.
The second place that I find a lot of information about, for me, what's going on in Beijing, but for you, when you come to China, wherever you end up being, is public accounts on WeChat. And I would say the advantage of this is everyone's on WeChat already, so you don't have to download another app. And I think often a lot of places will try to get you to follow their public accounts. So for me, I usually end up following their public accounts in one of two ways. The first one is my friends sending me a link on WeChat, and you can just add them. Or the second one is when I go to make a purchase. So this could be at a restaurant. This could be when I go see a concert. This could be in a bookstore, and they go, hey, you should follow our public account, and it'll have our calendar of events, everything that's coming up in the next few months. So I do a lot of that as well.
Oh, maybe it's another way of buying followers for their public accounts.
You bring up a good point. Yeah, and that's sometimes they offer you a little discount when you follow them as well.
Yeah, so that's one way using apps and online tools. Now let's talk about the second method. If you're not really a planner, that's totally fine too. Because in China, some places are just naturally full of life. Like you don't need to book anything, you don't need to sign up in advance. You could always find someone doing something like maybe a public square where you will see 广场舞. That's square dancing, and it's usually led by groups of energetic aunties.
Yeah, that's just about everywhere. And I mean, although it's literally square dancing, maybe it translates better to like American line dancing. Because they're not in a square. I mean, they're in the public square, I suppose. They're not in a square shape when they dance. The other one that's really kind of stands out to me is university tracks or the basketball courts. I know a lot of people come and they're living on university campuses, and just in contrast to the track in my hometown, every night there's 500 people walking around the track until 11 p.m. And I'm like, wow, this is just so exciting, so much fun. I think it's nice that people like to have a little walk after dinner.
And I'll walk to a night market after my dinner.
Yeah, and the night markets are great. Although, you know, the bigger cities, Beijing, Shanghai, maybe it's harder to find. But if you go to second tier, third tier cities, which is how China kind of differentiates cities based on their economic level at the moment, you know, every night there's these wonderful, really vibrant night markets with food and, you know, people selling T-shirts and, you know, little things. And a lot of people every night go there and walk around. I think, you know, if you're traveling around China, you can probably find one in every kind of smaller city.
So you could just go out in the evening, at night, maybe, after dinner, take a walk, and you'll always stumble across something. You will never get bored.
And, you know, the great thing about it, too, in China is going out at night is totally safe. And I mean, please don't sue me if anything ever happens to you. But, you know, I feel 100% safe at midnight walking around Beijing, 1, 2 in the morning. I mean, perhaps it's the amount of cameras that are everywhere, but, you know, there's no petty crime on the streets, and there's a lot of people out, which I think is really helpful. So it's really a lovely thing about the nightlife every night in cities in China. And if those two aren't enough for you, I mean, anywhere you go, I'd say asking the locals is going to be a good way to go.
Your Chinese friends, even the taxi drivers, the hotel staff, they could all recommend places that aren't listed online, or maybe places that are hidden somewhere.
Yeah, and those places are becoming less and less now that Xiaohongshu is on the scene. You know, Red Note is uncovering all of these local gems. But you know, there's certainly local knowledge is always great. And I think what's really amazing about big cities in China is that there's a temptation to say that, oh, Chinese people do this, they don't do this. But the truth is, you can find someone in China doing just about anything. I remember a friend was coming to visit me from Taiyuan, and she was going to come over, have dinner with us. And she said, okay, I just want to stop by at this miniature figurine museum in a building next to your building. And she said, have you been there? And I said, no, I've never even heard of this. And it was just someone who collects all of these little tiny figurines of animals and anime characters and stuff, and has turned an apartment into, you know, floor to ceiling, just a shrine to these little tiny action figures.
Interesting.
And I thought, wow, I mean, I've been here 10 years and never even heard about it. And it's just like the density of people and the density of stuff is just so incredible.
China is really comprehensive. Like, let's say if you think you have a weird interest, it's okay. You're going to find someone doing this here.
Yeah, 1.4 billion people, right?
Yeah. Now you know that finding fun in China isn't really hard, right? It's basically everywhere, in the apps, in the public squares, in the university tracks, maybe in people's mouth. You just need to know where to look or who to ask. There's a whole world waiting for you here.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to find some great stuff here in China.
That's all for this Teacher Talk, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can't imagine going to China right now with my current proficiency. Asking locals is one way to discover fun activities. Sounds like yes. Sounds like it is. Fun stuff. Thank you. Done. All right, let's continue moving on. 21-day streak. We're doing great. Hey, and if you've been following along, thanks for being here. I hope that you're on a streak too. All right, this is the application of it. It's time. I'm going to pull up my notes for some of these. Hopefully I won't use them. Apply your new skills in a scenario to win a skill medal shard from this unit. Let's do it. Goal is to meet up with Wang Fei. You arrange to meet Wang Fei, and as you are nearing the meeting place, you give her a call.
你在哪里?
Ni zai nali. We might be frozen here. Yeah, it is. It's frozen. Keep going. Ni zai nali. It's this one. Wo sai diànyǐngyuàn. Ni zai nali. Where are you? I'm at, I think this is the shopping. I'm at the movie theater. Where are you?
我在电影院，你在哪里?
Where are you? Perfect.
我在咖啡厅.
I'm at the coffee shop.
咖啡厅在哪里?
It's a question. It's weird with this app that like it gives you the answer and then you have to ask the question about it. So there was, I am at the coffee shop. So it was like, what are you asking her? Are you at the coffee shop? Where is the coffee shop?
咖啡厅在
The coffee shop is at, oh snap, the call drops. Well, the plot thickens before Wang Fei can finish what she's saying. Fortunately, you overhear someone close by mentioning a coffee shop.
那个咖啡厅在
Well, it sounds like the coffee store is located at Ni hao. Okay, perfect. Ni hao. Coffee ting zai nali. Hello. Do you know where the coffee shop is?
你好，
Where's the
咖
coffee
啡
shop?
厅在哪里?
咖啡厅在那里
Is here or is there, right? Is there. Qián吗? 你在这个咖啡厅吗? This is saying, hello, is the coffee store like in a direction ahead? And then I think this is a valid.
你好，咖啡厅在前边吗?
What is he saying? It's there. The coffee shop is there.
咖啡厅不在前边，咖啡厅在后边。
The coffee store is not ahead. The coffee store is behind, I believe. Oh, bien. Oh, bien. You finally make it to the coffee shop just as Wang Fei's call pops up on your phone.
你在哪里?
Where are you? Right?我在咖啡厅. I'm at the coffee shop. 你在这里吗? Are you inside? I believe that's what it means. No.
我在咖啡厅，你在这里吗?
Are you here? 你在这里吗? 你在这里吗?
我在电影院.
我在电影院. You're at the theater now. Yikes. Wang Fei is all over the place. I think we did really good there. Heck yeah, we're learning. 5 coins. And we're on to the next lesson. This is great. My world. It's a story. Uh-oh. The world we live in is just one among countless others. Interesting. Getting into philosophy here. While we're drinking coffee, I realize I don't know many of the things Li Yu is talking about. I feel more and more confused. No, I need to go out and get some air. Yeah, it's intense. As soon as I walk out of the coffee shop, I notice that all the buildings around me are different than what I remember. Ooh. I should check with a passerby. Yeah, ask a local. 这里是哪里？你好，这里不是学校吗？男人，这里不是学校，这里是商场。这里是商场，学校在哪里？男人 Oh, this is the person. 学校在哪里？哪里不是diànyǐngyuàn吗？哪里不是diànyǐngyuàn吗？哪里不是diànyǐngyuàn？哪里是学校？陵园 that was dense. Ended dense. I think I read it out loud. That's a victory. Oh. All right, let's give it another shot so we can pass the test.
学校
School. Okay, perfect. Thank you. 你好 that is
这里
this place
学
is
校
not the school. It's not the school. It's the shopping
商
center,
场
department store.
学校
Where is the school? The school is there.
那里
There, that's not
电影院
the movie theater. That is not the movie theater.
学校
That is the school. Okay, all right, okay. Let's take the quiz. Because like the whole world changed for them. 我在 false. Nali sure. I think it's the school. That place is the school. True or false? Chili sure. Chili. I think it's true. I think. Well, maybe not. Because they're not at the school, right? It was Nali, not Chili. 一个女人在这里. There's a woman over there? I don't remember seeing anything about a woman. A woman is here. 这里是 That one. Yeah, I guess there is a woman here. Pretty nice. We're going to learn some new vocabulary. Practice speaking. Let's try it. Get the phone nice and close.
饭馆在哪里？
饭馆在哪里？
学校在前边
学校在前边。
洗手间在外边。
洗手间在外边。
我的家在那里。
我的家在哪里？
电影院在这里。
diànyǐngyuàn在这里。
电影院和商场不在这里。
电影院和商场不在这里。
医院在后边。
医院在后边。
医院在前边。
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 医院。
商场在那里。
商场在那里。
咖啡厅在里边。
咖啡厅在里边。All right. Let's play it later. We're doing good. Smart review. All right, let's do it. Preparing the lesson for you. Well, I guess we're going to finish tomorrow. It looks like our timer's up for the day, and really we should want to make sure it works. But that was a good lesson. I'm feeling like more and more confident every day that we try it. I hope that we're able to proceed because it's linear. But in any case, thanks for being here. I hope that you enjoyed today's lesson. We're going to pick back up tomorrow with another episode. Hey, here we go. And it works. So we'll see you tomorrow and have a great rest of your day. Find some time to smile. Thanks for being with us. Happy news. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.